And then right over here, there's lots of buttons to push there this morning. In the studio with us this morning on a Tuesday morning, and I know we're in the month of May, but Julie, it's a good idea for people to put this on their radar, and that is the 9th annual Muddy Fox Trot that is taking place at West Shore Community College coming up in July. Is that right?
Yes, Saturday, okay. July 20th is our 9th annual Muddy Fox Trot at West Shore Community College.
All right, take us through the event and what can now obviously with the name Muddy Foxtrot, I would assume people should be prepared to get a little bit dirty. Is that right?
Absolutely. So it is a boot style obstacle, family friendly, and we do want to highlight family friendly. We have kids, we have parents, we have even a couple dogs who have participated. Our event does all the proceeds benefit the West Shore Community College Foundation Student Scholarship Fund. So running for the students and for scholarships.
Very cool. And coming up is the 9th annual. It has contributed to those efforts over the years. Is there any sort of statistics or numbers that you can throw out this morning that you have?
Absolutely. Last year, so every year we've had epic weather, epic participation. Last year we had over 300 participants, so we are hoping to bust that out of the water.
All right, let's make it happen. The challenge is on. And Noah, registration is open right now. Take us through where people can do that and a little bit more about the event, if you don't mind.
So if you're watching live right now, you can actually type in Muddy Foxtrot in Facebook, and it'll come up with the event page there, and there's the link to register right in there. If you're more so the internet surfer, feel free to check out westshore.edu, and under our recreation tab, you can register there.
All right, very cool. Now, obviously, this is in the summer, but there's still students around. There's still people that are there, but this is open to the public and open to the community. Why do you want to bring people out, in July? Why do you want to get them together for an event like this?
Yeah, for sure. So, like Julie said, this is a family event. So, we're really pushing the community plus college aspect of West Shore Community College. So, we want everyone to know that this is community and a college thing. So we're going to have college students there. We want to have community members there, families, like Julie said, some dogs, and just make it a fun event.
All right. Is it a challenging course? Now, it's a 5K, right? So, or is it, how do you describe it when you talk about this muddy course like this?
I call it fun, muddy mayhem.
Okay.
So you just go into it knowing that it's not timed. You're just going to have some fun with your friends or family or whoever it is and take on all the different obstacles, and you're going to get a little dirty along the way.
All right. What kind of obstacles what kind of challenges? You highlight a couple of them. We'll have Julie highlight a few of them, if you don't mind.
So my favorite is the Muddy Moguls. So we have these big, huge, like sand hills all set up, and on each one there's just a puddle of water right after, a couple of feet deep. So you run up the hill, you dive into the water. You run up the hill, you dive into the water, and you just get soaked head to toe at that point. And then at the end, we have a little mud crawl, so you finish nice and muddy at the end.
There you go. All right, that is certainly the goal. Julie, what else can we expect?
So one of our signature events is the mudslide. Okay. And even if it's the hottest, driest day, we will have plenty of water to make sure the mudslide is slick and so fun.
That's cool.
So the mudslide is definitely a signature event. And then also going through the woods. So we have our Fox Trot Trail, we call it. And it's just a beautiful part. We really highlight all of campus for this event.
Okay.
And again, it's a community-wide event in terms of participants, in terms of volunteers.
Okay. All right. And speaking of volunteers, are you still looking for volunteers? Do you usually have them all by that point? What's that preparation timeline look like, and what can the community help out with?
Yes. So we could always use a couple more volunteers. But we're pretty set in terms of having our volunteers for each of the obstacles. For registration, we have volunteers that are there just to cheer on the participants. It's just a great event. And if you haven't seen or participated in Muddy Fox Trot, you need to come and check it out. It is just a very, very unique event.
All right, looking forward to that. And the shirts that the two of you are wearing, is that this year's shirt, last year's shirt?
This is actually last year's shirt.
Okay, yeah.
We do want to give a shout out to AM Custom Creations, Angela and Ted Malt. They design our T-shirts.
Yep.
And we really want to make sure our participants sign up by June 13th because we need to get our T-shirt orders in. So to be guaranteed a Muddy Fox Trot T-shirt, please sign up by June 13th.
All right, looking forward to that. And we'll put the link in our underneath both of the Facebook pages and our YouTube channel too to be able to do that. Price-wise, they get obviously a T-shirt for it, but what do you want to break that down for us and put you on the hot seat for a moment?
Sure. I'll let Julie talk about the price because I like to talk about the fun stuff. So if you're 16 and under or a West Shore student, it's totally free.
Oh, cool.
But we do have a price for some other individuals. So,
all right.
Julie?
Yes.
Julie, what you got?
So $20 for those that are over 16. So again, if you register by June 13th, that will include your signature Muddy Fox Trot T-shirt.
Okay.
We also want to give a shout out to some of our in-kind donors. So Aaron Doan, State Farm Insurance Company, they are donating over 300 water bottles for our participants. So we really are very appreciative of that.
That's great.
And Scottville Fire Department, they are out there making sure that our muddy moguls are plenty filled with water. And they actually set up one of the obstacle events the day of the event. So shout out to Scottville Fire Department.
That's
and
great.
also Ace One Septic, donating some hand washing stations. So we'll make sure we have some cleanup stations.
Yeah. Now, thoughts behind doing just a regular 5K there at West Shore Community College versus throwing the mud in? What's your thoughts? Why is it so? Why did you want to make it so different?
Well, so I feel like there's a lot of different 5Ks out there, but this one will stand out because, once again, it's not timed. So it's more about the journey as you run through all the different obstacles and really take on all those challenges. So it's a little bit more involved than just running on the road or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit more of a challenge and people get an opportunity to push themselves, but also enjoy it because it is family friendly. So it's not the hardest challenges in the world, but it's a fun challenge.
Yeah. Let's talk about two parts that come out from that conversation. Julie, when it comes to health-wise, we're talking about it now for an event that's in July. Maybe there's some training that goes into it, but as Noah had mentioned, it is a family-friendly event. So it's take it at your own pace, your ability. But from a health standpoint, from an exercise standpoint, from being an active, a participant in here, you want people to get out and about. You want them to get that blood flowing, right?
Yes. And we really want to promote the fun aspect of fitness. So this is a great opportunity for families, for friends to come together and just have that fun experience. It's not all about just sweating and just, timing your event. This is, if you need to walk, if you need to crawl, if you're going to run, it's all good. But again, just the family fun aspect of it is just a great highlight.
And how long have you been with it this year for it?
Since the inception
of
Muddy Fox Trot. So actually this was a brainstorm of President Scott Ward. He brought that to our attention, to our recreation department, and said, what do you think about a mud obstacle event? Do you think you all could pull that off? And of course we said absolutely. And here we are in our 9th annual Muddy Fox Trot, cool. And numbers continue to grow. We have participants come back each year. At the finish line, they already want to know, when is the date for Muddy Fox Trot next year?
Yeah, that's great. So, since you've been with it from the inception, is there any fun stories that you can share with us this morning? I'm sure you've got a couple.
Oh, yeah. If I could remember the year. But when I talk about epic weather, we have had Muddy Fox Trot years where it is absolute epic downpour. One year I pulled up, potted porties were tipped over before the race started. We had to delay by 30 minutes because of thunderstorms that were rolling through. One of those years, it was actually a year that roads were washed out in Mason County. So Muddy Fox Trot still prevailed. And I believe that year we had over over 200 participants still.
Oh, that's
So-
great. Well, and there's the dedication to fun, right? I mean, it happens. Anything else we missed about talking about this event? Again, the date is what? One more time.
So register by June 13th.
Okay.
And then the actual event will be on July 20th.
All right, and $20 for those that are basically 17 and up.
Yep.
For $20, 16 and under, free. That's pretty cool. And Noah, how long have you been with it?
So this is my third Muddy Fox Trot.
Okay.
So I haven't been around as long as Julie, but I do have one kind of exciting story that I like to see. So I
Yeah.
usually work the Muddy Mogul station, and so it's always really cool to see people run up and then they jump into like the little puddle that they think's only about a couple inches deep, and then they go up to their thigh in water and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is way deeper than
Yeah,
I thought."
that's very
so
cool.
it's always cool to see that little bit of surprise on everyone's faces when that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one more question: what sort of tricks, or you obviously have the obstacle courses in this, but what's your advice when it comes to this for training and maybe not, and we know we want it to be fun, right? That's the overall. But when they get to that day, what is your advice? We'll ask both of you that same question. Noah, what do you got?
For sure. So my advice is to just enjoy it and embrace the mud, because you see sometimes people are like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to get that dirty," and so they'll run around the moguls or they'll run around certain obstacles, and it's just embrace it as much as you can. Don't worry about getting dirty. We'll help get you all clean afterwards. We'll have like a little station and everything. So
And
just
the firefighters
embrace
are
it.
there, right? You get the
Yeah.
hoses and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And same question, Julie. What's your advice when it comes to the event date?
Yeah, so my advice again is just to come out and enjoy the day, have a fun time with family, with friends. And again, it's not about being the fastest person on the course or even the slowest person. It's just about coming out, community plus college. And stick around after the event, too, because we are going to have some live entertainment, some refreshments. So we really want people to enjoy the day and to see what we have at West Shore Community College.
All right, that's great. And we wouldn't do justice if we didn't hint on and talk about the beneficiary of this event. It's a fundraiser. Take us through that. Who benefits and how does that benefit then West Shore Community College, if you don't mind?
So again, our event does raise proceeds for the West Shore Community College Foundation Student Scholarship Fund. So for students in need of all different types of scholarships, we're really grateful to be able to raise funds for that cause.
All right, looking forward to it. So more participants, the better. Is there a cap, or just as many that can come out for the event?
So right now we run this in flights.
Okay.
The first flight starts at 9:30. The last flight is at 11 a.m. right now. Flights of 30 people.
Okay.
And if we need to open up more spots, we certainly will. Again, we would love to bust that 300 mark again this year.
All right, let's make sure it happens. We're committed here at the radio station to help promote it through registration. Again, June 13th, right?
Yep,
Okay.
June 13th. If you want to guarantee yourself a shirt, if you're kind of feeling it, like the last morning you wake up, you're like, I guess I really want to do it. We will take people that walk up even,
Yep.
but we really do push for that June 13th to register so we can guarantee you one of these cool shirts.
All right, let's make it happen. Julie, did we miss talking about anything this morning?
Again, we hope to see all of you, whether you've participated in every Muddy Fox Trot we've had, or if you're brand new, this is something for you. So it is a unique experience. Come and check us out.
All right, looking forward to that. West Shore Community College. Noah, we appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem. Is there one last thing I can add?
Certainly.
So we were really inspired by you chasing around the bear around town.
Okay.
So we would absolutely love to see you come out and run the course. So, I mean, if you want to come out and run it and do anything, that would be sweet. We'd love to see that happen.
All right.
Maybe even put a GoPro on.
Oh, there you go. Well, you're putting the expectations higher over there. I would consider that for sure. I would look at that. I'll look at my schedule and make sure. And no bears though, right?
No
There's
bears out there.
Okay.
At least not that we've seen.
All right. I will. I'll actually. You know what? Why don't I look at my schedule right now? Because it's fair to you to know if I can commit to it. Would that be okay with you?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right. We're looking at what, July?
Saturday, July 20th.
All right. I'm gonna look at my schedule right now. It is wide open that
Whoa.
morning.
Oh, look
All
at that. bet.
All right, so I will be there, okay?
Awesome.
Sounds good.
We'll make
Appreciate
happen.
it.
All right, thanks for the invite, and thanks for being here this morning.
Yeah,
We
thanks for
you,
having
Chris.
us.
You got it. It's 9:35.